something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that.
Hello everybody, and welcome back here to Mission Recondition here with the Chicago Cubs, as we're back here today for episode number 2. And today we are heading out west as we head to the desert and take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. And we'll see here as it's opening day for the Diamondbacks as they're playing their first game here in the new season here in 2025. And of course, we've already got 2 games underneath our belt after we made a successful appearance in the of course the Japanese series here in MLB The Show. As today we have a nice little treat here for you guys here today. Today we're going to play, we got 2 series that we're going to be involved in today. We're going to be involved in this series here with Arizona. I believe it's a 4-game series here with them. And then we're going to head to Sacramento, and we're going to play against the A's because they really don't have a home, technically. They're playing in Sacramento because, you know, they're about to go to Las Vegas sometime here in 2 seasons from now. So they'll be there in Sacramento. And of course today we are going to be trying to see if we can get some wins here, and of course try to get a little you know, get above 500 and so, and try to get some wins and try to put some distance between us and the rest of the National League Central. So there you see the matchup here today in game 1 of this series. It's going to be Corbin Burnes taking on Ben Brown here today. And this is I don't really know much about. I know a little bit more about Corbin Burnes than I do Ben Brown, but Corbin Burnes, we've seen him before. I've faced him a lot of times, more so I would say probably in the Road Show series, especially when I was playing as Simon Unger with the Dodgers. I've seen Corbin a lot more often there because, you know, we play against the Diamondbacks. But a potential 86 overall. He's a righty. Been in the league for 6 seasons. He's last season he was with Baltimore. Before that, he was with Milwaukee. I know in the Road Show there he was I had him in with Simon Unger. He was with Arizona. He was also with the Padres. So I'm kind of familiar with his pitching style and what he does there on the rubber. There you see his numbers from last year. ERA of 2.92, and he had 22 quality starts last year, and he had a WAR at 3.9. So he's a fairly, you know, he's a pitcher that can definitely, you know, get you to strike out. He's not a strikeout pitcher, but he's a guy that can find ways to get you out if he needs to. So Nico Hoerner here, we'll see in the top of the first here. We'll see what Hoerner can do to lead off, and he's going to drive this one right up the middle for a base hit, and that's going to get him on board with nobody out. So that's what you want to see from your leadoff man as he finds his way on board, getting the first hit in the ball game here today. Birdie's up next with nobody out and 1 on. We'll see what he can do as he goes for a pitch here. This will be a chopper to the second baseman, and they're going to go ahead and get the 1 at first, and they're going to get the first out there. So we got a runner now in second, and of course here you see the lineup here: Tucker, Bush, Suzuki, Turner, Swanson, Amata, and Crow Armstrong. are going to be the rest of your batters here. And of course, Kyle Tucker had a big series, if you remember, for the last episode there in that LA series with the Dodgers. We'll see what he can do here with hitting a 250 right now for the season. He's going to drill this one past the infield there to right field, and the runner from second is going to come around to score. And the Cubbies get the first lead here of the day as they get the first run by way of Mr. Tucker there. As we'll see, Kyle Busch will be up next. And, of course, Kyle Busch, we'll see what he can do here. He swings and misses there. And that's going to be out number 2. Now, Busch does have a good swing on him, but this one was really ugly. He has a good power there, and I like him in that 4th position. I think we probably can even bring him up to the 4th position and really kind of have Tucker at 4. Suzuki's up next, and we'll see what we can do with him. He's batting .500 right now. He had a nice series there, that 2-game series with the Dodgers. As he swings this one out to right field, that one's going to be fair ball. And that's going to get Suzuki around to a double as he's going to move Tucker up a base, actually 2 bases there, as Tucker's at 3rd. So now with 2 on and 2 out, Cubbies are really looking to try to get something going here in this first inning. These first 5 at-bats have been looking very nice here. As, of course, we'll see if that will continue as we'll check a look here. A little closer zoom up here, and yes, it is a fair ball. For the people at home that want to know if that was fair or not, but it was. Justin Turner up next here, batting .333 for the season so far. And we'll see here a ground ball there to second. And of course, this is going to be the final out of the inning. So 1 run doesn't come across. As we'll see what we can do here on the defensive side of things. As Ben Brown, there you see his numbers from last season, 8 starts, ERA of 3.58. He was 1 in 3 last year. And there you see his innings pitched. So, he apparently, I'm guessing he got called up from the minors from AAA last season to have a September call-up. But we'll see what he can do here in this one. Let's see the pitch there. And that's going to be a strikeout on that circle change there as he's able to get the first out of the inning here on the Diamondbacks. Now, Perumro, he is up to bat next here. 0-2 count on him. And we'll see the pitch there, and that's going to be a strikeout there as he gets on that got caught looking at that 12-6 curveball. That's 2 away. It's Marte now up at next. We'll see what he can do. Full count on him, and it's going to hit this one right down the 3rd base line. That's going to be a good enough for a double as he gets himself set up here for the next batter. As the Diamondbacks, they're trying to get on the board here early, quickly as well. As we see Suarez, if you guys know from our series here that we had briefly with the Mariners, that's going to be a tag out there on Marte at 3rd, as that's going to be it for the inning. So Suarez gets his lead runner out. They're at 3rd. We'll see what Swanson can do now here, batting .168. He is really struggling here at the plate early on this season. As we'll see a nice pop there. And that's going to drop down for a base hit. Nice job there as Swanson gets on board with nobody out. So far, the first leadoff guy's doing a great job here getting on board. We'll see Amaya now up next. And we'll see Swanson he is going to get picked off, did he? Yes, he did. He got picked off at first. As Burnes says, no, you're not going to be running on me today. And he just, right there. That nice tag there from Nadar. So now we'll see Amada now with nobody on and 1 out. We'll see if he can now try to get something going here. Just when I was about to praise our, leadoff guys here, and Swanson had to do that. So we'll see a throw there to first, and they get him out. Nice throw there from the catcher. But our skipper says, no, I'm going to have to take a look at that. And he says, yeah, you guys need to take a look at that too, because I could swear our guy was there before that ball was in the glove. We'll take a look here. Look at this angle. And we see, boom, right there. Yep, it's going to be a tie. And we'll take a look here at show vision. And you be the judge. You tell me. I think it's a tie. And, of course, by rule, the tie goes to the runner. And they're going to say he is going to be safe. So they overturn the call. Originally, he was out at first, but they're going to overturn it and say he's safe. Crow Armstrong now up to bat here as he's going to hit this one there. That's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get him into the A little trouble there racing the leadoff runner there now with 2 out. We'll see Nico Hoerner up next. Hoerner looking to, of course, try to, or I should say Crow Armstrong here, looking to try to get this runner advanced here into 2 outs. And that ball's going to be a wild pitch again. And we're going to move up the runner 90 feet up to second. Now Hoerner here has a good opportunity here to slap one through. As you see, the scorer is going to go ahead and make that decision as a wild pitch. So now Hoerner just needs to slap one up the middle. And really, we can bring that runner home from second. Here's Hoerner here. Going ahead and poke this one through. We'll see if he can run this one out. He is going to get there on time. Nice job. As there's still 2 out, now 2 on here for the Cubbies. As you take a look at the replay here. And you take a look here. And he tried his best to get that one over, but Hoerner just gets blazed down the first base line to get himself safe. As now Birdie up next here. We'll see another throw over there to first. Guys, quit playing with the pitcher here. Every time I see that, it reminds me of Rookie of the Year, where he going pitcher. Pitcher's got a big butt. I'm like, yeah, the guys don't tease the pitcher. He's got a good arm. As we see the ball getting thrown over or hit over there to the second baseman for the quick out. As a nice ground or nice frozen rope there. As we go now to the top of the third, Cubbies back out here again. We'll see. 2-1 count here on Tucker as he's 1 for 1 for the day. And Tucker just takes this one high and deep. This ball's up and it goes over the fence. And that ball is gone. Nice home run for Tucker. That is his second of the season as that one goes 455 out to right center field. A beautiful shot there. As fans know, if they watch that series where his bat was just electric. And they're getting some good hits. And, of course, he had that nice home run that we hit to left to help us get the win. And I believe it was in that second game. Yeah, it was the first game of this. I think it was the first game of the series that we got that. So we'll see Tucker here as we take a look at the StatCast. And nice numbers there. Let's see what he can do here with Michael Busch up next. He's 0 for 1. As he grounded out last time around. Now he is going to hit one. This time he's going to go opposite field. This one's deep, and this one's gone. Home run there for Michael Busch, I should say, as he gets his first home run of the season. And that one is going to be drilled 366 feet deep to left, going opposite field. And that's a nice shot there from the lefty, as he is just putting up some numbers as well. He's like, hey, Tuck, I can hit one too. And he does. As you take a look at there, nice, excellent velocity as well. As now we move to the bottom of the third. McCarthy's up next. This is the center fielder, leadoff man. As we're at the top of the order here, Brown's trying to get a quick 1-2-3 as there's 2 out here in the bottom of the third. And that ball is going to be head out there to center field, shallow center field for a base hit. As the Diamondbacks trying their best to keep this inning alive here in the bottom of the third, as there's 2 out. So now Parado up the next here. Runner's going to take off. He's going to steal second. Can we get him? And we can't make the tag there. So nice steal. It's going to be McCarthy's first steal of the season. As we take a look here at the stolen base, and a nice hop there as he gets a nice jump on that. So now Parado now 1-2 count for him. 2 away, 1 on second. And that's going to be a swing and a miss there on that circle change. And that's going to get us out of the inning here as they leave one stranded. And Cubbies still lead this one here 3-0. As now we go to the top of the fourth here. Nico Hoerner starting off as we're at the top of the order again. 2 out. Nobody on here for him. He's going to have a nice little flare shot out there to shallow center field. That's going to drop. And that's going to keep the inning alive here for the Cubbies as they're trying to tack on some more runs here. Birdie will be up next. We'll see what he can do as he's had a 0-2 day. As he drills this one over the right field, that's going to drop for a base hit. And that's going to put him on board here with now 2 on and 2 out. Like I said, these Cubbies are really doing a great job here with 2 out. And really getting a rally going here. But we'll see the manager here now coming out here, and I think he is going to give the old hook here to Burnes, as he's going to have to come off the hill here today, and he tried his best, but the Cubbies jumped on him pretty early as they got quite a few hits and obviously 3 runs on him. As Diaz will be up next, as we'll see. Yuri Diaz, 7 innings, 7 games he's been in so far here. He's pitched in 28 1/3 innings of work. He has a 3.81 ERA from last season. We'll see what he can do here in this part of this long relief here. As we'll see, Tucker hits this one here. He's going to go deep. He's going to go back, and that ball is going to go over the fence, and that ball is gone. 3-run shot there for Kyle Tucker. Home run number 2 for him today, and this is the 3rd one of the season. As the Cubbies now put a 3 spot on him, making this now a 6-0 game here in the 4th inning. As Tucker just showing off the power here. Yes, the power. Take a look at this shot here. Look at that. That's a beautiful hit there. As he's able to find that pitch and just drill it right out of the ballpark. Still top of the 6th or top of the 4th here is Michael Busch up next. He's 1 for 2. And he is trying to keep this inning alive, and he's going to keep it alive there as he gets hit square in the back as he'll take his base. Suzuki's up next, as we'll see here. He's, like I said, having a great start here so far here. 1 for 2 here today. That one's going to go out to fly out to center field, and that is how the top of the 4th is going to wrap up. We go back down to the Diamondbacks here. They're half of the 4th, and we'll see a swing and a miss there on Carroll as he'll take a swing there and come up empty. Top of the 5th, there's nobody on board here and nobody out as Justin Turner now hits this one here out to left field, and that was a dive, but he did not get that ball there, so that is going to be a base hit for Turner. I like to see Turner. Turner to me, he's played for the Dodgers, and I think he even played for Boston a couple years ago. He's got power in his bag, but he's kind of regressing here some, and I kind of want to try to see if we can get some of that back here with him, as he still got a good bat, and of course, we just got to find those right pitches there for him, and he could be a beast batting there on that, pulling home runs out there at Wrigley. As we see the ball being swung and missed there by Dansby Swanson, as he had a man on board at second after that wild pitch. So Amaya will be up next. We'll see what he can do here with 1 on and 1 out. As Diaz here trying to get out of this inning and try to keep the runners at bay, as we'll see this one being skied out there to right. And that'll be out number 2 here for the Cubbies, as they still have a man on. And we'll see if the number 9 hitter can possibly bring our boy home. So now we'll see here is center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong now up next here. We'll see, he grounded out on a fielder's choice last 2 times. He's over 2 here today. We'll see if he can do is if we can try to squeak one. I was about to say skeet one. But if he, please do not skeet one. But if we could, scoot one through the infield there, as he does do that. And that's going to be a base hit. That's going to be an RBI single as well. So we'll see here what Nico Horner can do as we're at the top of the order now. Now 7-0 here for Cubbies, and Horner, come on, baby, as he strikes out there. Nice job there from Diaz, but Diaz does do some damage as he does give up a run. McCarthy's up next, so we'll see what he can do, as Diaz, of course, gave up 4 runs since he's been on the hill there today, as Turner makes a nice snag there and tags the bag at first, as there's now 1 away. So now Palmeiro up next. He's struck out twice already. Here we are on the bottom of the 6th with 1 out, nobody on here, and he's going to rocket this one over to right field, and Tucker can't get to it. And Crow Armstrong now, he's going to have to throw this one in and try to keep the runner at a double, and he does so there. It's going to get kind of hard saying Crow Armstrong a lot, but, it's going to take some time. It's difficult. You kind of want to say both names, because that's his last name, but, geez. Why you got to have a hyphenated name there, bro? So we'll see Marte up next, as he has a runner on, no longer now runner on second, because he just hit a deep fly ball out to deep right or left center field. That's a 2-run shot from Khalil Marte. his first home run of the season. That is a 425 bomb. And the Diamondbacks are on the board here now. It's now 7-2. As the D-backs not going away in this one here. They're not gonna roll over and give us a shutout here. They're gonna try to make it a game. As I take a look here, look at that. The crack of the bat, swinging that one high and deep, and that ball is launched out of here. As that is not what Armstrong was looking for there. And he's like, yeah, okay, you got me, bro. Don't worry, that was on me. So we'll see the Cubbies now possibly making a pitching change here as Brown is going to get the hook. Now, Brown, well, he is qualified for the win. So if the Cubbies can, hold this lead that they got right now, they can get him his first win of the season as Luke Little will come out now to pitch. And there you see his numbers so far this season. Two games so far. He's got one hold. He pitched inning and 2/3 there, I believe. And he played in the our first 2 games here of the season. So we trust him. We'll see what he can do here in the bottom of still in the bottom of the 6th. As this one's going to be high off the wall. And that's a nice hit from Suarez. We see him do this in that series that we had, that March to October series there with the Seattle Mariners. And he does it here in Phoenix. Look at that swing there. Just drives that ball off the wall near that 407 sign. And now we got to drive this one in here. And now we got to try to hold him as he gets a nice triple. So can they bring this runner in from third? We'll see. 2-2 count here on Josh Naylor. That's going to be a ground ball there to home plate. And can we get the tag? No. Run comes in. The runner's safe at first. We try to cut off the run, but Suarez too quick. And now we're up by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. We got to try to get Little out of this inning. Of course, that will not, that will be count on Little here as he, that was on him, on his watch there. So he gives up a run, as we'll see a ball now being thrown there as Corbin Carroll now be taking a walk to first, as now Castillo will be up next. We'll see what he can do, as he has been having a tough day here. 0-for-2. Ball's going to fly out to left. This is going to be a deep ball for Suzuki, and he's able to get this one in here as we're going to keep the runners at first and second, now with 2 away. So we're trying our best to get Little out of this one here, but we'll see here with Little with a 1-1 count now. He's got to of course, he's going to try to get himself out of this here as Birdie makes a nice grab there. Throws this one to first, and that'll be it for the inning. As we give up a nice little run there. Diamondbacks trying to come back here in this one. As we'll see Ryan Thompson now up next. There you see his numbers from last season. 7-5 for the season, as he had 66 1/3 innings of work. We'll see what he can do here, the leadoff man. As it'll be Pete Crow. I don't want to call him Pete Armstrong Crow. That sounds more better. But it's Pete Crow Armstrong. Anyway, he gets a single there to the left, and that's going to put 1 on. And we got a nice little achievement there. So we'll see what he can do here now with Nico Horner, who has a 1-2 count. Runner on first, nobody out, and Horner is going to hit this one out there. Hopefully it drops down quickly, but nope, it's going to go right in the glove. It's going to hang up there for just enough time there for the right fielder to get to it, and that's going to be 1 away. Birdie will be up next. He has an 0-2 count, so he's in a hole himself. And we'll see what he can do. He dribbles this one there to third. They're going to try to turn the double play, but the ball's going to be thrown away by Suarez. And now we're in a little trouble here as we got to keep the runners at bay. As Birdie thought that the runner's going to take off, but no. And that's going to be an E5 there for Suarez, his first of the season here. I believe that's the first error in the game. Kyle Tucker up next, 3 for 4. And, of course, everyone knows this is a situation here that you don't want to be in with Tucker. But the ball's going to be thrown there. That's going to be another wild pitch. That's the second time now a pitcher here for the Diamondbacks have thrown a wild. Actually, no, third time now a pitcher. I think 2 pitchers so far have thrown now a combined 3 wild pitches here now with Tucker out there on that drop third strike. There's 2 on here, and we'll see if you're back from the 3rd inning as Bush hit that one out to left field. You know the Diamondbacks are going to keep a close watch here on what they're going to throw to him. So I'll probably see a lot of pitches here that are going to be off speed here. As we'll see here with 2 on and 2 out, Michael Tucker up next. Tucker here gets underneath this one. That's going to be a four-seam fly ball up the middle. And like I said, he got underneath of it, and that's going to be it for the inning. Cubbies lead is still 7-3 as we now move on and see Ryan Presley out here. One game so far this season. He's pitched two-thirds of an inning. And we'll see Marte up next. So Ketel Marte having a good day here. He's 3 for 3 and hits this one right down the third base line as he's going around to second here. And Suzuki loses the baseball there. He's got to throw it in. And then he overthrows it. And now Marte is going to get a triple. They're going to give him a triple. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think, yeah, he got the cycle. So they're going to have to throw that ball in there for him. And so he can put that on his mount at home, as he did get a cycle there. So he got a home run, a double, or a single, a double, now that triple, and of course that home run that he had earlier. And that is going to put him in good shape here, as he's now 4 for 4 in this ball game here today. We'll see now what Suarez can do, as he's got to make up for that error he had earlier. But that error, of course, did not score, as he'll swing and miss there. And that will, of course, end his at-bat there with a strikeout. So now we'll see here, see what Josh Naylor can do here. Naylor here swings, or no, does not swing. He looks at that one. That's a sinker away. And he's kind of arguing the call there with the ump, and that's going to be strikeout for him, as there's now 2 away. So now Corbin Carroll now up next here. He's 0 for 2. He walked last time. We'll see what he can try to do here, as there's one runner on third. We're trying to hold that runner at third as best as we possibly can. That's going to be a chopper there to Horner, and Horner's going to throw that to first, and that retires a side as we go now to the bottom of the 9th. So now the Diamondbacks have this last opportunity to get back in this ball game. We'll see if they can do so. Down by 4, as we'll see here, Del Castillo take a pitch, and that's going to be a circle change outside. So now that's going to be a ball, as we'll see a 1-0 count here for him. Chopper there to Nico Horner. Horner gets a hold of it, tosses over to first to Turner, and that's going to be 1 away. So we are 2 outs away from getting our 3rd win of the season, and of course taking the first win here in this series with the Diamondbacks, as we see a former Cardinal, Randall Kridrick. And of course we've had him, we know what he can do there in our Cardinal series that we had on the main channel, as we see this ball being floated out there to left center field. Nice catch there from Crow Armstrong. That's now 2 away here for the Cubbies, or here on the Diamondbacks. Now Diamondbacks have 2 away, nobody on here, as we'll see Gardner Jr. there up to bat here. He's had a tough day here. He has not been hitting too well, but he finally gets a base hit there. So something is going for him now. And now Diamondbacks trying to keep this rally going here, trying to get a rally going here on 2 outs. We'll see if we can stop McCarthy here. McCarthy's already stolen the base and got a single for himself. He is 1 for 4 here today. And of course, we just need a ground ball to get out of this inning, or at least a strikeout or pop-up or something. But we're looking for the final out here. We'll see what we can do, as Presley here got a chance to do something here, and this ball is going to be dribbled there to Swanson. Swanson throwing that one to first, and that is your ball game. Cubbies get the win here today, as they take game 1 of this 3-game set now here with the Diamondbacks. And of course now we're 3-0 here in Major League Baseball. Looking pretty good here in the NL Central. Of course we got to try to get these wins as quickly as we can, because this is a tough division. Obviously you got Cardinals we got to worry about. That's our rival, as well as the Reds, and of course the Milwaukee Brewers. So yeah, we got a lot of hate in this division. But there you see a nice day here. Tucker, great day there for him. 3 for 5, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 2 runs scored. He is definitely going to be your player of the game. Ben Brown, 5 1/3 and a third, 6 hits, 6 strikeouts, no walks, and he had 2 earned there. But yeah, as we take a look here and see the box score, not a bad day at all. I mean, a couple guys, nobody had no offer, but for the most part, it was just a good job there. Little gets his second hold of the season. Of course, Presley, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, no runs. Diamondbacks, of course, they had Corbin Carroll had an 0 for day, 0 for 3. Soto Del Costo, 0 for 3. Randall Krijic, 0 for 4. Del Costo had 0 for 4 as well. Suarez, of course, got an error for his throw there. And, of course, Corbin, there, 3 2/3 innings of work. He didn't stay in the game very long. He got yanked pretty quickly there as we did some damage there with, obviously, Kyle Tucker sending him on his way. But as we take a look at the division right now, Reds pick up their first win. Cardinals got their first loss. So did the Brewers. And the Pirates are 0-2 so far here this season. So far, we're looking pretty good here. And we'll see those. I forgot who we play coming up here soon. But yeah, we got some divisional games coming up here. It's going to be very important. Mets right now lead the National League East with a 2-0. Or actually, Mets and Marlins actually have 2-0. Phillies are 1-0. Braves are 1-1. Nationals are 0-1. Then we take a look out in the National League West. The Rockies have a 1-0 record. Dodgers are 2-2. Padres are 1-1. Giants are 0-1. And Diamondbacks, of course, we just seen them. They are 0-1 for the season here in the National League West. So some pretty good starts here for some teams that need those early wins, and try to get a good jump on the rest of the division, especially if you're in that National League West. Because right now, you got to thank us because we took those first 2 games there against the Dodgers. Yankees currently 1-0, Orioles 1-1, Blue Jays 1-1, Red Sox 1-1, and of course the Rays 0-1 as they're playing down there in Steinbrenner Park. Which, by the way, I'm not sure we play the Rays here this season, but I do have that ballpark in the game, so if we do play them, which I imagine we probably would. That ballpark is in the game. I found it in the stadium creator here in this game. But the Royals and Twins both have, Royals, Twins, and White Sox all have 1 game. Everybody else has a loss. And then out, of course, in the American League West, Athletics have a 1-1 record. Mariners have a 1-1 record. So do the Rangers. Angels have an 0-1 record, 0-1 record. Astros only losing, or actually they're in last place, but they're 0-2 as they're a game behind the Mariners, Athletics, and Rangers for the time being. So as we get into this next 2 games here, we're going to do a player lock here. And of course, we're going to do this from time to time. Some episodes we'll do a whole player lock. Other episodes will be kind of like this. We'll show a game, and then we'll do a player lock with 1 player or 2 or several players. But this first one here in today's episode, it's going to be with Michael Busch. As he did a great job there hitting that opposite field out there, and I kind of feel like, he has some power there. You see in his attributes there, and I kind of like, let's see what we can really do with him there at the plate. So we're going to lock in with him. B potential 72 overall. He's been in the league for 1 season, 27 years of age, so he's kind of in his prime right now. From Minnesota, and there you see he plays second and third as well. So we got a guy that can play those other positions there for us as we head out back to Chase Field for this matchup here today. As it's a full house here, as we're putting our 3-0 record on the line here today, as the D-backs are trying to get back here and try to get their first win of the season as we ruin their opening day. And there you see the storylines so far from this series, which I think is so great they put in the game. When you press into one of them, of course, you can only press into one of them. They show a little cut scene or something like that about a player, like in instance, Kyle Tucker or here Marte or something like that. But I think it's so cool they add that in there. Of course, also too, you can check out your farm team, and of course, we've already shown an episode of that, which was the previous episode here. With our AAA team there when they played against the Saints. So, and of course, like I said, we'll have more episodes like that very soon. But we're going to get back out here. We got Zac Gallen on the hill. There you see his numbers from last season. And we'll see what Michael Busch can do here. So remember, we're in a player lock. So we'll see him. We'll either see him batting or or in this case, I think he's playing DH today. So we'll pretty much see him batting here. As we'll see a 3-1 count here. And he's going to take a walk. And they're not going to deal with him at all. They see what he did in that first game. So they'll see what he can do on the base paths here. Suzuki, the left fielder, is up next. So we'll see if he can get us home. Nobody's out, 1 on. And Suzuki has an 0-2 count. And Suzuki here, that one's going to get away. And Michael Busch is not going to attempt to go to second, as that ball is still in the realm of the catcher. As now we'll see a 1-2 count, and they're going to go ahead and check him there, as they did Dansby Swanson there in that first game. I can't believe he got picked off like that. It's like, come on. So now 1-2, nobody out. And Suzuki! You hear that crack of the bat? Look at that. That's a 2-run shot there from Suzuki. And that puts the Cubbies up on the board early, 2-0. There you see the pitcher not liking himself right now on that hit, on that pitch. And Suzuki just drives this one out there. Now Suzuki does have a good, he has some decent numbers for power, but wow, that was just like that's a shot heard around the world. Look at that. Bam. He just put some stank on that and hits that 426 feet deep to left. So Zac Gallen still out here. He's down by 2. And we're looking at 0-2 count, and Michael Busch is going to hit this one out there. That's going to be deep, but it's not going to be deep enough to be for him to get a hit, as that's going to be in the glove of the center fielder in the inning. Top of the 6th. It's now 3-1. As we'll see, Michael Busch, he just should not swung at that one. That was just not a good swing. As he'll get the first out of the inning as we go now to the top of the 8th. And we'll see him take on A.J. Puck. As we'll see Michael Busch try to outrun this one there. And he just had by about 1.5 feet. He would have had it. But Cubbies still lead it 4-1 now with 2 away. And that is how this one is going to come to an end, as the Cubbies get the victory here in Arizona once again. 2 games in a row, baby, as we're looking very hot in this series. Cubbies lead this one 2-0 in the series, as Boyd will get his first win of the season. Zac Gallen gets his first loss. Boyd 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and an earned run. Zac Gallen 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 3 earned on him. Suzuki 3 for 4 of the game. Like I said, that home run was just a beauty, as he had 2 doubles as well in the game. What else? 2 RBIs, and of course he did strike out once. As for the rest of the team there, Tucker had a tough day. 0 for 4, but what you expect from a guy who hit 2 runs just the night before there. We'll see Pete Crow Armstrong also was 0 for 4. As you take a look there, Suzuki had 2 doubles. He has now 3 for the season. So nice job there, as that was pretty much his day there. And Suzuki did a great job there, helping us get the win, and we sealed the deal there. And of course, we'll go back out here one more time here now, I believe, in this series, as we'll see Merrill Kelly now out here on the hill. B potential, 78 overall, 36 years of age, 6'2", 202 pounds, from Texas. He's been in the league for a little over 5 seasons. And there you see his attributes there. He's losing some fielding, and he's losing some hits per 9, but he is looks like he has a good stamina there. So he's a guy that could probably stay out there on the field a lot more, extra beyond 5 innings. There you see his numbers from Arizona last season: 73 and 2/3 innings of work. He gave up 11 home runs, had 19 walks, 83 strikeouts. He had an ERA of 4.03, and his WAR was 0.9 for the season. He also had 5 quality starts for him. So we'll see what they can do here. Is this going to be an early game here today in Phoenix, as the Diamondbacks come out here again, as they're still looking for their first win of the season. As you see here, we lead the series 2 games. And there you see Suzuki with the big bat coming in. And he showed off what he can do in that second game. Now we'll see what he can do here in this one. There you see his numbers from last game. 4 at-bats, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 home run. And we'll see what he can do here today. Hopefully he have a big game. But we're really looking forward to see what Michael Busch can do here. He's hitting .222 right now. And with 2 out and 1 on. He got a 2-2 count. And, oh, he gets underneath this one. That one. Yeah, he chased after a circle change there. And that's going to retire him in that at-bat. As there's no score here, as we now jump to the 4th inning.
Up next for the Cubs,
the Diamondbacks score a run. So now we really got to get things going here for ourselves. Busch popped out last time we seen him. As he has nobody on board here with 2 out. And he's going to rocket this one. That one, I'm so glad the pitcher ducked for that one there, because I think his whole midsection would have been gone. That ball rockets right off the bat, and that's going to be a base hit for the Cubbies DH. As we'll see here, now with 1 on here, and he's going to get checked again at first. As Suzuki, of course, right now batting .437. We'll see what he can do here with a runner on board and 2 out. He doesn't have a hitter's count. He does not have the hitter's count here, as he has 2-1 count. Grounds this one there to third. And that is going to be it for the top of the 4th. No runs coming across. A couple of hits, but nothing really to produce anything. It's still a 1-0 ball game here. As we'll see what we can do now here on the top of the 6th. Still no score here for the Cubbies. This is still a 1-0 game. And, Michael, why'd you go after that one, bro? As we'll see the pitch sequence here from Kelly. Kelly gets his 4th strikeout. And he gets a little help there from Busch here on these 3 pitches there. So now top of the 8th here, Cubbies. Ooh, we're really struggling here. We're down by 7 with a runner on and 1 out. 1-2 count here for Busch. And again, Michael, you went after the same pitch again. This time by Puck there. And that is it for the game. As we end up losing this one, we serve up the first win there to Arizona. As Arizona wins again, that should be, well, yeah, Arizona. Well, they didn't win again. This is the first win, bro. Well, what am I saying? This is their first win of the season, as they win this one by 7, 8-1. Kelly went 7 innings, 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and of course a run there scored. That 1 run was by, I believe, coming in by Crow Armstrong. As we'll take a look here and see Armstrong, a double RBI. He got hit by a pitch as well in the game. He went 1 for 3 in the game. As Jameson Taillon, he is going to go 5 in the 3rd. 5 hits, 5 runs there for him. Just a tough day. As the bats were they were coming alive there for the Diamondbacks. They did a good job there, especially in the 6th inning, scoring 4 runs alone. So they did a great job there, and we came up short as we were trying to come back in the game late. So now we go to the 4th and final game of the series here, and we're going to try to see if we can try to win this series, go 3-1 in this series here with the Diamondbacks. As Rodriguez will be on the hill born Venezuela, as he's 6'2", 231 pounds. He's been in the league for almost 10 seasons. B potential, 77 overall, undrafted. And of course, there you see his defensive numbers and his pitching. And it looks like he has a really good, he's got a good break on his pitches there as well. So, and we definitely got to watch out for that, especially those circle changes and sliders. And this will be the last game we'll have in this Diamondbacks game series here. We'll try to see, see if we can get a win here. And this will be the last player lock, at least with Michael Busch here in today's episode. We still got the series with the A's coming up, and we'll show that here in just a bit. But there you see some of the numbers there. 5.04 ERA last season with Arizona. This is his 2nd year with Arizona. Years past, previously he was with Detroit and Boston. So we'll see what he can do here today for us. As we go back out to the ballpark here again for the final time here in Chase Field, at least for right now, for early on the season. And we'll see if we can try to make it a 5-1 record for us and try to keep the Diamondbacks in a hole. As you take a look at some of the storylines going along in the season so far here, Bellinger hit his 600th RBI. Zach Veen hitless in the MLB so far there, Colorado. That's concerning. Max Muncy, 5 RBIs collected so far in their series the LA has right now. So he's hitting pretty well there. He didn't do so well against us. We did a pretty good job there shutting him down. But we'll see Bush here dribbles this one there to short, and this will be a quick and easy play there. And that's going to be out number 1 there for the Cubbies here in the top of the second. So now we'll see what we can do here at the top of the third. Cubbies lead by 2. And Bush right now hitting 214. 2 runners on at first and third. And a runner from third is going to probably come in here as the ball's going to be dropped there by the third baseman. He just Suarez just couldn't field it just good. No error there on him, but the run will come in to score as we take a look at the replay there. And that's just a good bounce there. He couldn't get the good hop. Suarez just read that one. Didn't read that poorly, but it was just not like him doing so. So that's a base runner on board here now. 2 on. And Swanson's up next. He's 0 for 1 here in this series, in this game here so far here today. We'll see what Swanson can do as he's going to hit this one out there. That's going to drop down in front of the right fielder. Runner's going to come in to score, and he is going to be safe. Nice play as the throw is off target, and Swanson will get an RBI single there. As we take a look at the replay there, and yeah, nice job there. That's just a shallow right field base hit and drives in a run. So Turner's now 4 of 14 with an RBI in this series. We'll see if he can get something going here for himself as he's 0 for 1 here today. He has a nice count here, 3-0, and he's going to get told to go ahead and take first as Rodriguez lose track of him, and that's going to be a walk. So now bases are loaded, and the backup catcher, Carson Kelly, will come up. He will, of course, take over pitching or catching duties here today. He's 1 for 1 so far here today, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out. He launches this one out to left field. This is going to go back, and this one is going to be caught. So runners will, of course, bases will stay loaded as they'll leave 3 stranded. And the Cubbies right now lead 4-0 here. And as we jump into the 5th inning. Top of the 5th here, leading off. Bases are empty. 1-2 count. And this is a beautiful, perfect. Goes deep to center field. This is back, and it's caught near the warning track. What a play. What a hit there from Bush. As I thought that one was going to be out of the ballpark. It leads off the wall out there. So now he's taking on Diaz here again. As he'll crack this one here to right field. That's going to go back. It's going to be deep. It's going to go off the wall. Runner's going to come around here. And the runner should score as he's going to get there. And that's going to be now 7-2 here for the Cubbies. As that's a nice RBI double. The first of the season here for Michael Bush. As you take a look here, and there you see, they wasn't for sure that ball was going to actually finally drop or what the case was going to be, but it drops right off the wall, and the runner is able to come in to score. Dansby Swanson will be up next. Swanson hitting 5 of 14 now in the series. RBI that he got here earlier. We'll see what he can do here now with 2 on and 1 out. And he is going to take a pitch there as that it was a full count. And he is going to draw himself a walk as Nelson is out to pitch here. And now Justin Turner's up next. So bases loaded here for Justin. We'll see what he can do as he's hitting .333 right now. 1-2 count here. That ball is going to be a ground ball past the third baseman. And now, come on, Bush, what are you doing? Come on. Oh, no. Okay. Little note here. I'm still trying to get used to this first-person perspective in the game, as it got me all confused because at first they had me running forward, and also when I was running, the left stick up, they had me going backwards. I'm like, no. It's like, oh crap. So That was on my fault there. He should have been safe. Shouldn't have gone for third, but yeah, it's my fault. My bad. 9-2 here. He gets hit there on the shoulder, and that's going to put him to lead off here in the top of the 8th with the runner here now, that being Bush. Swanson up next here. 1 for 3 here for the day here. 0-2 count for him. He's going to hit this one there, but it's going to be a turn to the double play. And we tried our best to break that up, but that is going to be 6-4-3 double play. Put that on your play cards there, kids. And we'll come out of this one with a nice victory here. Great job to finish off the 4th game of this series as we pick up another victory here. And we win this series 3-1. That's what I said we needed to do. And that's what we did, as Cubbies did a great job here. 9-2 is your final. Cubbies 9 runs, 17 hits, no errors. Diamondbacks 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. And that is going to get us the win. As Justin Steele gets his 2nd win of the season, he goes 8 innings, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 earned. Rodriguez goes 2 2/3 with 6 hits, 1 run, or 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and 4 earned there on him. But Nico Horner 3 for 5 at home run, an RBI, 3 runs scored. Birdie 3 for 4 for him, as he had 3 RBIs and a walk. Bush, of course, 2 for 4 in the day there for him. So great performance from really. If you look at it, for the most part here, the guys did a great job there. 1 through 9, getting hits for the ball club and keeping it alive. As we take a look at the batting, and of course, stolen base there by Crow Armstrong. He also got stuck. Scott he got caught stealing too. His first of the season. But as for Arizona, there you see, we'll see. I think there's one guy that went 0 for 4, but Rodriguez, he got drilled quick there in that game. As we take a look here, AAA is reporting that Coley Petit is no longer injured there. Apparently, I remember the last episode. I don't know if I said it, but he got hurt in one of the games we played in that AAA game. One of the AAA games we played. I didn't play it, which was a player lock, but apparently he got hurt. But Cubbies right now, as we get ready for this next series here, they're 5-1. Take a look at the rest of the National League here. Down there in Florida, they're 4-0 right now. They're playing really good baseball. Starting off on the right direction, especially with a very young squad. Dodgers right now they're tied around right now with the Giants, and at least percentage-wise, they're tied with the Rockies and Giants with first place, and then half a game behind them is the Padres, and a game and a half is the Diamondbacks. And then we take a look here at the East. The Yankees have a half-game lead over the Blue Jays and Orioles. And my Red Sox, 1-3 right now. A game and a half back of the Yankees. The Royals, my hometown team, 3-0, as the Twins are 2-1. White Sox 1-2. Tigers 0-3, along with the Guardians down there. They're 3 games back of the Royals. That's going to be a very interesting division right there. Mariners 3-1. Rangers 3-1. Angels 2-1. Of course, Athletics, who we're playing here in just a bit, they're 1-3. They have lost 3 straight, and the Astros have lost 3 straight as well, as they're 0-3 for the first week of the season. As we take a look here now, we're getting ready for that series with the Athletics. And like I said, the ballpark they play in is actually in the game. Shout out to San Diego Studios for doing that. Because technically they're homeless. They don't have a home. They don't have a city per se. So in the game, they are called the Athletics. They are not the Oakland Athletics. They're just the Athletics. But they are playing. The stadium is there. It's a really nice stadium. I'm glad they put it in there. Hopefully I can find. I know there's a lot of renders of the stadium that they're building there in Las Vegas, but hopefully someone builds that, designs that in the game, so I can put that in there here. Once we get to like season, 3 or 4, I can move them into that new ballpark there. But Joey Estes is going to be the pitcher here to start off, and we're gonna have a regular highlights here in this one. As we take a look here, see potential 73 overall, and there you see his numbers from last season there for the Athletics. Now this is the assumed lineup. I'm assuming that they're going to have Shea Landieres, the guy catcher there. He's going to have pretty good, by the looks of it. He's supposed to have a great year. Rucker is their batter at number 3. He's a 90 plus overall player. So we'll see how this squad goes. Butler is another great hitter there for them. So they got a young squad here, and they're eager to play. And they know that this is going to be the tough time for them. It's not their normal home, and of course they're not really expected to do too much here, so they don't have nothing to lose. But we're thinking otherwise. We can't let them play spoil. They can easily play spoiler here and ruin our time out here in Sacramento. So here we go for game 1 of this series with the Athletics here. As you take a look at some of the projectives here, and this is their home opener as well, if I'm not mistaken. So there you see the projections for different averages, OPS, RBIs, home runs. And so we'll see what we can do here against Estes in game 1 of this series, as he's getting out there on the hill and getting ready for this matchup here. Top of the first, Nico Hoerner's up. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs for him so far, batting .385. He's been doing a great job as our leadoff guy. As we see him here dribble this one past the infield, and he is motoring down the first base line, as that's going to be a ground ball single for him. 0-2 count here on Birdie, as he is going to take the pitch, and he's going to go swinging as he chases after that sweeping pitch there. And take a look at Estes here. He knows he has Birdie dead to rights on this one there, as he goes swinging, and the runner's going to remain at first base. As we take a look here at our next batter here, and that's going to be Kyle Tucker, as he's batting a .192. He had a rough time in those last 2 games there in Arizona, but he's able to hit a nice shot out there to right center field, and that's going to be good enough for a double for him as he slides in there at second. And now with 2 on and 1 out, we can see Michael Busch up next here. So we had Michael Busch in those last 3 games of Arizona as a player lock. We'll see what he can do here in this situation, as he rips this one out there to right center field there. 2 runs should come across, as he's going to get a nice 2 RBI double there for him. And that's going to put him in scoring position there, as he gets his second 2 RBI double, 2-run double there for the season. We'll see what Suzuki can do next here, as he's looking at an 0-1 count. So with 1 out and 1 on here, Cubby's really keeping this inning alive, as Suzuki pops this one up here right for first base and calling everyone off. And that's going to be out number 2 here for the Cubbies, as Cubbies lead this one 2-0. Here you see the lineup here. Turner, Swanson, Amaya, and Crow Armstrong are going to be your next batters here. As you see the team OPS so far this season, 3rd in the National League right now. Like I said, we're playing some good baseball right now. We got to keep it up. We know there's going to be some times where we're not going to be playing so well, but if we can start off pretty hot here in the first month of the season, we might have a good outlook here, as we see how this one getting drilled out there to shallow center field. Base hit, and no runner's going to come across, as Justin's going to get on board there. Nice job from Justin, as Ruiz throws that one in there quickly. So now Dansby Swanson will be up next. We'll see what he can do here. He has a 2-0 count. Bases on, runners on the corners, as we see popped up. And that's just going to be a deep fly ball for an out there to end the first inning. So 2 runs come across here by way of Michael Busch. Great job there, as we'll see the hit there. Drives 2 in, and we lead it now 2-0. As we see Amaga, of course, he had a game there, and then that matchup in the series there with the Dodgers. And we'll see what he can do here today, as he is going to be the starting pitcher here in game 1 of this series here with the A's. So So Ruiz will be up next here as he'll lead off, start off the A's here in the bottom half of the first. 0-2 count on Ruiz as he is going to take a pitch, and he's going to go swinging as he chases that sinker outside. That's going to be one away. So Maga doing a great job there, wiping off the first runner. Let's see what he can do here with wiping off the first batter. Let's see what he can do with the second batter here. 2-2 count from Jacob Wilson, and he's going to swing as well as he goes chasing on that slider as well. And now it's 2 outs. Let's take a look at the pitch here and just do a great job here, making him think that ball's going to come flying back in across the plate. But yeah, he just shaves the plate there. As you take a look there, that splitter. Nice job. So now we'll see here with Rooker up next. He's batting under $1 here, as we'll see a swing and a miss there on that 12-6 drop of a curveball. And that is going to be it for the inning. So 1 inning down, and the Cubbies lead it 2-0 here as we go to the bottom of the second. Beautiful pitch there. Great 1-2-3 there from our pitcher. And that's going to be a great start there for him for this game. As we now jump to the bottom of the second, as we'll see now, Eduardo, he'll be up as he is going to meet Amaga. And then this one's going to be dropped out there to right center field. Base hit. Crow Armstrong couldn't get to it. Tucker, he loses track of it. And this is going to be look like it could be a triple. And that's exactly what it is. Nice job there from Miguel as he is motoring around the bases here. His first triple of the season. And now defense is going to have to try to figure out a way to keep that runner from scoring there from third with nobody out. As we just misplay that poorly there. So now with 2 out here, Soderstrom's up. We'll see a 1-2 count. And Soderstrom swings and misses there on that sweeping pitch. And that's going to be it for the inning as they leave one stranded. Bottom of the fourth coming up. And Shea Landelier is now up to bat here. 0-for-1. He struck out before. We'll see what he can do here now here in the bottom of the fourth with 2 away, nobody on. And of course, he is going to try. He's one of the clubhouse leaders here. As we'll see a swing there. He'll chop that one as he cannot get good contact on that. We're still looking at a 1-2 count. So 1-2 count. Bases are empty. 2 on. And we'll see Amaga here. He's going to have that ball. That's going to get past the first baseman. As Turner cannot get to that one. And Shane Landelier is going to get on board for the first time today. So now 0-2 as we'll see here Lawrence Butler up next. 2 out. And he's going to hit this one over there to the shortstop. Swanson needs to make clear the diamond. And he does. As he gets over to the first. And that's going to be it for the inning. So 1 left stranded there for the Athletics. As Butler had a pretty good hit on there. Could have easily went through the infield there. But Swanson made a nice play there defensively. See Michael Bush up next as he's got a 1-2 count. That's going to be a dribbler past the infield. Butler's going to throw this one in, and that's going to be a base hit. Now moving the runner up 90 feet at first and second. And looks like, as we'll see here, a pitching change as Suzuki's getting up to come up to bat. And Estes is going to be told, good game there, kid, but yeah, they got you pretty early. As we'll see who the reliever is here in just a bit. And we'll take a look at Tyler Ferguson. 3 games he's been in last season, or this season so far. He's recorded a first win. And of course, there you see inning pitched 3 2/3 innings of work from him. He's got Suzuki here on a 1-1 count, and he's going to drill Suzuki. Drilling this one here out to right field. That's going to bounce off the wall and going to hop over the wall. And that's a ground rule double. An RBI double there for Suzuki. That's going to put another run on the board here for the Cubbies. As the Cubbies still have runners on board here now, 2 on at second and third. As we now have a 3-runner lead here. We'll see now 1-2 count here from our guy. Of course, he got lucky last time as we did not fill that ball out to right center field too well. He got to end up getting a triple. So we'll see what we can do here this time around. It's Birdie tries to go for the dive for that one there. Base hit, and that gets Miguel on board here again, this time for a single. As he goes after that sliding, sweeping slide. I don't know if it's a slider? Is it a sweeping slider? But he gets a hold of it and gets that one past the infield for a base hit. Soderstrom up next here, 0 for 1. He has nobody, one on, nobody out. And he takes that pitch looking, sinker, low, and a little bit outside there. And that's going to be strikeout number 8 here for Amaga. Urshela up next. We'll see 0-1 count here for him. He's 0 for 1 for the day here. He lined out earlier. And now with 1 on and 1 out, Urshela here. Gonna have to try to see if we can find a way how to move this runner into scoring position. $1.33 here for him so far. Not good start here for him. As we see the pitch here, and that's gonna be a swing and a miss there on that four-seamer. And he's gonna have to check that bat for any holes there. That's strikeout number 9 now for Amaga. As we'll take a look here at this replay there. And that's just a great swing there. Getting him to go after that one there. As the Athletics now have Zac Gallen. He's going to come out here with a 1-2 count. Runner on first, 2 away. And that ball, whoo-hoo! That sweeping pitch is working for him as he gets out of the inning. Leaving one stranded. It's 3-0. Cubbies lead after 5. Go to the bottom of the 6th coming up here. As Amaga here now has an 0-2 count on Ruiz there. And we see Warner try to get to it, and he can't get to it. It's going to be out in the shallow center field as Crow Armstrong's going to get a hold of it and keep the runner at first. Wilson up next here, 0-2 day here for him as he's got an 0-2 count. That's going to be lifted up there out to left center field. That's going to drop. And for whatever reason, Suzuki missed it. And Crow Armstrong's there for the help as there's now 2 on and nobody out. So now Rooker up next here. He's starting to get some hits together, strung together here. Let's see if they can get some runs now across as that ball's going to be dribbled out there past the infield. First run of the game here for the A's is going to come in. It's going to score. And it's going to make it now a 3-1 ball game. Nice hit there from Rooker out to left as he gets a base hit and an RBI there. And now the Cubbies defense is really got to play some good ball here. As now Shane Legaliers now comes out here. We'll see what he can do. As now we're going to have a little powwow on the hill here. And try to figure out what we need to do here to get an out. We don't have any outs. We have 2 runs, or 2 runners on board, and a run coming across already. So we got to help out our pitcher here, as he is starting to wear down here. He's in the bottom of the 6th, so he's going to start losing some gas in his pitches here. And of course, you see Langeliers here just fouling off a lot of pitches now. 82 pitches in here. We'll see another foul ball. And that one's going to go into the stands there. Still an 0-2 count. As you see here, he's pitching a lot of stuff inside. And we may have to start getting him a chase. As this one's going to ground there. That's going to go to Swanson. Swanson try to get this runner at first, and he does. As now there's a runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 away finally. We're still not out of the woods here, as we got to make a good defensive play coming up now to really make sure another run does not come across. There you see the replay, and there you see the glove right there just by a step there. As Langeliers just cannot believe it. So the skipper now going to come out here, and he's going to have a little talk with our pitcher and says, you know what, you had a hell of a game, and now we just got to rely on the bullpen. So he's up for the win if they can hold these 2 runners at bay. As we'll see Caleb Thielbar. We'll see if Thielbar can do here, as he's already been in 2 games already here. He's pitched an inning and a 3rd and no ERA. And of course, he's got to make sure he keeps these 2 runners on board. Lawrence Butler up next here. He's 0 for 2 as he goes after the first pitch, and that ball, oh my, When you hear that sound, you know that he got all that. That's a 3-run shot there for the Athletics right fielder. His first home run of the season, and they have now tied it up. Oh my God! Or no, they've now taken the lead here now, 4-3 at Sutter Health Field here in Sacramento. What a play! As that, of course, the runner or the 2 runs will be tacked on to Amaga's ERA, but this is not what you need to see from your reliever. His job is to make sure that does not happen, and he does not do that. And in this one here, as you see the exit velocity, hang time, and oh my goodness. So we are not out of the woods yet. We still only have 1 out. As we'll see here, Miguel pops this one here high and deep over the right. Can we get to it? No, Tucker can't. And so now we're looking at a 1-1. Cubbies down by 1 here in the bottom of the 6th, and oh, we can't get that one as Birdie tried to get the ups, but just didn't wear the right bunny shoes here today to get up there. So now with the runner on board again, we'll see if Taillon can get this out of the inning here. Suzuki are going to run this one down, and that's going to be a fly ball to left. And now we got 2 away here in this long, extended 6th inning.
Third baseman, Gio.
So we get Soderstrom out. We got Gio Arcilla. He's up next. He swings and misses, and we finally get out of the damn inning. After 6 innings here, we had the lead, but Butler smacks one out of the ballpark here on a 3-run dinger, and the Athletics lead by 1. As now we jump to the 8th inning, top of the 8th here. TJ McFarland, 2 innings of work. He has got 2 innings of 2 games he's been in, 2 innings of work he's put in so far. And so now with Michael Bush being 3 for 3 for the day here, 2 doubles, a single, and 2 RBIs, we need to see a miracle come from him. As we'll see, 0-1 count here, and he will hit this one out to left. That's going to drop down for a base hit, and this should be good enough for 2, as the left fielder just misplays that, and now we'll see Bush try and go for 3, and he is going to be, wow, he's going to be safe. And they cannot, fans here and at this ballpark cannot believe it for the A's. As we'll see Suzuki be next, and Suzuki pops one out to left or right center field, and that ball's going to get away from them, from the center fielder, and one run will come across. Suzuki going for 3, and he's going to get there with a nice stand-up RBI triple, and that ties it up now 4-all. It's now Justin Turner up next, 1 for 3 for him for the day, and that circle change, he gets chasing, as that's going to be the first strikeout now for McFarland. McFarland's still out here with 1 on and 1 out, and that pops up here high and deep for Damsey Swanson. Runner from third should come in to score, and the Cubbies going to take back the lead here now 5-4 off of that RBI, sacrifice RBI there. Nice job there from Swanson. As now we'll see McFarland. He's probably going to get the old heave-ho here as he's talking to his skipper here. And, yep, it looks like he's going to have to come out of the game. So the A's is going to have to go with another pitching change here after losing that lead they had. That 1-run lead now flips over to us. As Otanez will be up next. 2 games he's been in so far here. Inning and 2/3, as he has a 5.40 ERA. We'll see what he can do here against Amaya, as he knocks one over to right field, base hit, and that's going to get him on board here now with 2 away. So we'll see what we can try to do now here with Crow Armstrong, as he's 0 for 3 here. We need a big hit from him, as he pitches this one here high and deep out to left. This is going to go back, and it's going to go in the glove of the left fielder to end the inning. So we have a 1-run lead here. We bring in Luke Little. We've seen him back in that series with the Diamondbacks. We'll see what he can do here today in his first game against the A's, as he's been in 4 games so far here, and he's been a pretty good reliever for us. And we'll take on Rooker. Rooker, 0-2 count. Nobody out, and swings and misses there on that four-seam fastball high and inside. And that's going to be out number 1 here for the Cubbies.
The catcher, Shea Langoliers.
So now Shea Langoliers will be up next. We'll see what he can do, as he's got a 1-2 count, 1 out, nobody on board. He goes swinging 2 for that four-seamer, and that's going to be out number 2 here, as we'll see the swing here, and oh yeah, right across the plate there. Nice job there. Let's take a look at it from the ump cam. So now 2 away. We have Lawrence Butler again here. 2 out, nobody on here. We'll see. Oh, that one's going to foul off, and it's going to be a fair play. The ball's going to be in play as he gets out on that drop third strike. We'll call it as a strikeout wild pitch. As yeah, it comes off the catcher's glove there. Horner now popping this one up here with a runner on first, and it looks like they're going to be straining that runner there. Still a 5-4 ball game, as now we'll see Mike Spence, as he'll be out here. 35 games he's been in so far last season, 8-10. And so Spence now here has to try to see if he can obviously hold on to these Cubbies here with a 1-run lead. Horner here in the top of the 9th here leading off. 0-1 count. That's going to be a dribbler over the shorts, and that's going to be an easy play there for the shortstop. Throw that one to first, and that's going to be 1 away. So Nico tried to do his best to get on board here for us, but we'll have to see what Birdie can do now. 2-1 count for Birdie. He's 1 for 4 for the day. And we'll see what he can do as he drills this one out there to shallow right field. And that's going to be a base hit. And that's going to put him on board here. Hopefully, we can get some insurance runs here, especially with a guy like Kyle Tucker. Tucker 1 for 4. We'll see what he does here with a 0-1 count. And Tucker gets this one here. It's going to be high. It's going to be deep. And it's going to be over the wall. 2-run shot there. It's going to be now a 7-4 ball game, as Kyle Tucker gets his 4th home run of the season, as he pulls this one out to right. Nice hit there from him. 383 from him. And we have now extended our lead here, as we have a nice insurance policy, as you see Tucker just does a great job there. Reads that one, pulls his hands back, and just swats this one over the fence. As now Porter Hodge now come out here. He's our closer, and so far he's been pretty perfect with closing opportunities here. 3 games, has 3 saves, and 3 opportunities, as he's has 2 2/3 innings of work so far this season. 2-2 count here for Hodge, as he's looking at Soderstrom 0 for 3. And that's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit. And that's going to get a runner on board here. So Hodge, we just need a double play here to help us out. And that'll be a pitcher's best friend here if we can do so. As that ball's going to be dribbled. That's going to be right in front of Hodge as he throws a first. And nice throw there to first as he gets the runner out. So now 2 away. We'll see Zach.
Center fielder,
I say Ruiz now here up next here as he gets Zach Goff there on that play. Runner at second still with 2 away. So we'll see what Ruiz can do. 2-2 count here for him. He's batting .250 right now. As we'll see the pitch, and this one's going to be out there to shallow right field here. Tucker gets to it, and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is your ball game. What a game here. We had 2 lead changes, and then finally got a hit that we need. A couple hits there we needed to get the win, and we did a great job doing so here in this one. As we win this one, 7-4 is your final. Porter Hodge gets his 4th save of the season, as Caleb Thibar gets his first win, even though he did give up that 3-run shot there. Tucker 2 for 5, home run, double, 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Bush 4 for 5, a triple, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs and a run. Suzuki had a great game there too, 3 for 5. triple, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Lawrence Butler, can't get mad at him. He did his work. He did his job there. 1 for 4, a home run, which helped them get the lead. But he ended up turning around. We ended up coming back in the 8th inning with 2 more runs, making it 5-4, and then put a nice cherry on top with that 2-run dinger from Tucker, winning it 7-4. 7 runs, 15 hits for the Cubbies, no errors. Athletics 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. As unfortunately, Umaga is not going to get that win there that he should have had. When I threw that pitch, I was thinking like maybe I should have given him one more chance to do something with the pitch. At least it would count for him. He would get hit with the potential loss. But this is like I cannot believe our closer came in like that. I'm like, oh, it's like this is come on, dude. Like just yeah. But we hung that ball there up too high there, and we definitely paid for it. Butler did a great job there, hitting that, getting that pitch right out of the ballpark. So, congrats to him. But unfortunately, we get the win. We find a way to get the win. As Estes, of course, will get a no decision as well. As McFarland will get his first loss of the season there for the A's. So the A's come up short in this one. It was a good game. I had a lot of fun playing that one. It was a lot of fun. So we have 2 more games, I believe, with the A's here as we take a look at our farm director, and he's telling us about Nate Pearson, who has a 0 ERA in the month of March, collecting 5 strikeouts over 4 innings. So that's something we might have to start looking at more. But we'll take a look here at Ben Brown, as he's already 1-0. He got that win there earlier. We've seen him in that first game against Arizona. He has an ERA of 3.3, has 3.36, I think that is. And of course, he's taking on against Octavio Binto. He's got a little over 6 in his ERA. And of course, we're going to play a lock with Suzuki. I'm really impressed with Suzuki. Now, look at his power against righties. It's decent. It's not guaranteed, but his contact with, I think that last home run we've seen him hit. One of those homers I hit with him was a contact swing, but he has great contact against lefties. Has good power against righties. There you see 28 at bats, 3 runs, 10 hits, 5 doubles, 1 triple, of course 1 home run, 4 RBIs, and of course maybe I was thinking of that preseason, the spring training game I did play when I was warming up. That he hit that home run, but I think it was all contact. So he can definitely, if he can, put the bat on the ball, he can definitely drive a pitch out of the ballpark. There you see 357 right now for his average, but he is hitting very well for us, and I like him. He's definitely a great down that 4, 5, maybe 6 hole that we usually have him in. But he's going to be taking on a guy who's been in the league for about a year now from the Dominican Republic, Biddo. 29 years of age, 6'3", 175 pounds. He's a righty. He has a nice 4-seam, slider, circle change, cutter, and sinker. So we'll be taking him on here. And so far, he's already been in 1 game so far. He's pitched a 4th and a 3rd. Gave up 7, 3 runs. All 3 were earned. A walk. And right now, his ERA is at 6.23. And his WAR at 0.3. So here we are, game 2 of this series. Like I said, these next 2 games, we're going to player lock with Suzuki. We're going to see what we can do with his power in whatever situation, especially in situations when he has runners in scoring position here. I think he can, we definitely have some fun with him in that. As he's going to hit this one right down the third base line here at the top of the 2nd. And that's going to be good enough for a single, as that's going to get him on board here. We're down, trailing by 1 here. As the A's start off pretty early, getting a couple hits strung together for some runs. And take a look at that swing right there from Suzuki. Just good swing there. And he's able to get on board here. So now we'll see what Justin Turner can do. 1 home run, 3 RBIs so far for the season, as he's batting .321. And we'll see here with a 2-2 count here for Justin. And we'll see the pitch here, and that's going to be hit there. And that's going to go right down the third base line as well, as that's going to be a base hit now with 2 on. So the Cubbies, looks like they're getting something together here now. You see Justin shouting out to his homies there in the dugout for that base hit. So let's see if we can string up some more hits here and start bringing Suzuki home. As now we'll see here, Dansby Swanson, 292. So he's starting to get his average up there. He had a slow start with him in those first 2 games against the Dodgers. So runners on first and second with nobody out here. And Swanson, he is going to take a pitch there. And it's going to make it a 1-1. Swanson, of course, he was down there in Atlanta, start of his career. Had a really good start there. And now since coming to Chicago, he's kind of slowed down a little bit here as we see this one popped up, and this is going to be deep, but not deep enough for us to tag up, as they're going to throw that one to third to make sure we don't move. So now with 1 out, Swanson there flying out there to right field there to Butler. We'll see what Maya can do next here for him. So Maya now, he's right now batting .300. He's at average. 0-2 count here on him. As he hits this one there up the middle, that's going to go to the second baseman with a quick double play, and that's going to end the inning. Cubbies now still trailing by 1 here in the top of the 4th. 1 on, 1 out. And we'll see the pitch. And, oh, should have went after that one there, Suzuki, as he strikes out. His at bat there in the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th here, 2 on, trailing by 3. As there's 2 out as well, and this one's going to fly out to center field for a quick and easy out. As a center fielder did a great job there getting to that ball. Top of the 7th now here. We're trailing by 1, so we're starting to get some stuff going for us here. So you'll see a chopper going back to the pitcher, and that's going to be a quick and easy out there, as that's going to end the 7th. Trailing by 1, and we'll see the Athletics will get their first win here in this series, as they take game number 2 here today, and they win this one here. Nice job there for them as they pick up a victory here. And now we're looking to see if we can close out the series here of a victory of our own, as we see Ben Brown will get his first loss of the season. Mason Miller get his second save for the Athletics, as the Athletics win this one 5-4. 4 runs, 11 hits for the Cubbies. Athletics 5 runs, 8 hits. As Biddle gets his win here. As you see, Soderstrom 1 for 3, a home run. Wilson 2 for 3. He had a pretty good day there, getting some nice hits. And there you see our rest of ours there. Tucker 3 for 5, a run and RBI. Have to see if that's a home run or not. He's right now batting .278. Who else? Kyle Busch 2 for 4. Or excuse me, Kyle Busch. Jeez. Michael Busch hitting 2 for 3. He had 3 RBIs. Tucker hits his 5th. I knew it. Hits his 5th home run of the season. He has now 14 or 4 doubles now, I think they said there. And then, of course, the Athletics there. You see the numbers there. And we'll see here. Yeah, 3 for 4 for Wilson, a run. He's batting .348 right now here in the season. There you see he had a double, his second, and Soderstrom had his first home run of the season there. And then you take a look at the rest of the numbers here for the pitchers, and good win there for them. So now we'll see Suriallo. He'll be up next. This will be the last game of this 3-game set with the Athletics. 78 overall with a B potential. Looks like he has a pretty good, they say, a pretty good bite on his sinker, as well as his cut fastball is a real, gets in there on you, as well as a 4-seamer, a sweeper, and also he has a circle change as well. So I know this game, I've noticed a lot of pitchers having those sweeper pitches. I guess that's a new pitch now they have in the game. I don't know if it was in last year's game or not. You guys let me know down below, but this is like the first time I've really seen them put those pitches. I see a lot of pitchers that have it. But there you see the Seahawks his last start there, 5 2/3 innings. I love how they show you the recent games. I'm gonna start going to that more often to show those stats there from the most previous game there. But there you see 6-2 for the Cubbies, as we'll see if we can wrap this series up and try to get out of here with another victory and try to win this series 2-1. There you see the series recap. 7-4 in the first game, and then of course that last game there 5-4. So Suzuki again, the predator lock with him. As there's top of the second here, we'll see this one's going to get dropped out there to shallow right center field. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to get Suzuki on with nobody out. So nice job there, find the ball and get himself on board here to lead off the second. Turner will be next. He's batting .355. Coach says he wants us to steal. I'm not for sure for that. I don't think Suzuki has the wheels to do it, but if he, well, let's see. I think he's like 65, something like that. I don't know if that's good speed or not, but we'll see. And maybe not. As we'll see here, Justin looking for his 200th home run. So we'll see if he can get it here. 3-1 count here for Justin Turner. As we'll see the pitch, and that ball is going to be ball 4. He's going to go ahead and get served to first base. As we'll see Sorrell now have to deal with Dansby Swanson. Swanson, we'll see here, 259 for him for the average right now. With 2 on, nobody out here for Swanson. He's going to poke this one through the infield. That's going to be a base hit. Suzuki's going to come around third. He's going to slide there, and he's going to be safe. Nice run from Suzuki, and another base hit for a base or RBI single there for Swanson. That's the second time now we've seen him do this here in this series. And there you see he's pumping his fist there at first. Top of the fourth now coming up here with nobody on. Leading off here. 0-2 count here for Suzuki. Oh, come on. He didn't go around. Apparently they say he went around. And Suzuki's kind of just saying, no, I don't know what you're thinking, but I didn't go around. And we'll see that pitch, and we'll see. Oh, well, no. See that pitch? Yeah, he didn't go around that one. Come on. So top of the sixth now, tied 1-1. 1 out, nobody on here. Suzuki is going to get, unfortunately, underneath this pitch here. And that one's just going to be a deep fly ball out. And that's now 2 away here for the Cubbies. So we got a tie ball game here in the 6th. We'll see you in the 8th. As it's still tied up, Suzuki has a good opportunity now bringing some runners home with 1 out. 0-2 count. And he does swing after that one there, that slider. As he goes chasing on that one. Nice job there for Mitch Spence. Look at the pitch here. And Suzuki he should have known better. Nah, bro. You can't go after that kind of pitch. Especially when the base is loaded there. You got to take that pitch and just walk away. As we take a look here, we end up winning this one here. The Cubbies get the win here. They find a way to get this victory here against the Athletics as they pick up this one. And they win the series 2-1. They win this one 2-1 here in Sacktown. So Ferguson gets his first loss of the season. Ryan Brazier there gets his first win of the season. And of course, Hodge gets his 5th save of the season. As Tyler Ferguson there, inning, 1/3 of an inning there for him. An out, or excuse me, a hit, and no strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 earned run. Justin Turner, your player of the game there, 1 for 2, an RBI, and a single for him. And Nico Horner, leadoff guy, not good there. 0 for 4, as well as Tucker goes 0 for 3. And then Bush is 1 for 4. Suzuki 1 for 4, obviously. Turner 1 for 2. Swanson 1 for 4. Amaya 1 for 4. And Crow Armstrong, he goes 0 for 4 as well. So we didn't really do too well with the bats here today, but we found a way to win. And of course, we did a great job there coming back in the 8th. Get that 1 run that we needed. And that's pretty much, we held it down until we got our closer in there to close it out. So 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error there for the Cubbies. I think that's our first error of the season. And of course, 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Athletics. So as we take a look at the Athletics numbers there, looks like they had a not so good day there. They only were able to scrape up that 1 run in the 3rd. So he had 6 innings of work. He had a great day pitching. Gave up 3 hits and a run there. But take a look here, wrapping up. Cubbies still in first place. They have a 1-game lead over the Brew Crew, 7-2. They're Brew Crew's 5-2. Cardinals 3-3, Reds 2-5, and Pirates are 2-5 as well. They're both those Reds and the Pirates are 4 games back. Phillies and Mets are tied at 5-1. They have a half a game lead over the Marlins, 3.5 game lead over the Braves, and a 5 game lead as the Nationals are 0-6. Man, they are having a rough go as they have now lost 6 straight for them. As for the Dodgers, they're in first place right now with just a half a game lead over the Padres. Padres 5-2, Giants 4-2. They're a game back. Rockies are 2 games back with a 3-3 record, and the Diamondbacks are 2-5, and they're 3.5 games back of the Dodgers. And we'll take a look in the American League East. We got the Blue Jays 5-2, Yankees 4-2. They're half a game back of the Blue Jays. Orioles are 4-3. They're a game back. Rays are 2.5 games back. They're 2-4, and the Red Sox are 2-5. They're 3 games back of the Yankees. As for the AL Central, you got the Royals and White Sox having a good go here. 3-3 for them. They're leading there. Twins 3-4. They're half a game back of those two. Tigers are 1-5, 2 games back, and the Guardians are 0-6 as well, as they're having a tough go here. They're 3 games back. And then finally in the American League West, you got the Seattle squad there with the Rangers, both 5-2. Angels 3-3. They're a game and a half back actually. Athletics are 3 games back. They're 2-5, and the Astros are 2-5 as well, and they're 3 games back. Astros, I'm surprised they're having a tough go as well. They're in that division. They've been holding on to the division for quite a while there, but at the same time, Mariners been producing some great performances as well last season. So as we take a look here, as we wrap up today's episode, we're going to go ahead and we're going to sim that series with the Padres. That's a home series that starts a 6-game homestand. We're going to finish the last 3 with the Rangers in the next episode, and that'll be those games. We'll feature some of those. We'll see. Again, we may do a player lock or 2 in the last 2 games. I forgot what the pitching matchup is for the Texas Rangers game, but it is a home game back home in the friendly confines of Wrigley Field back in Chicago on the north side, as we'll get some home cooking here and get back and try to get some more wins here. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll send that series to the Padres, and we'll jump right to that Rangers series as well. And we'll have our first. I'll get the first time with the scouting, so we'll get that going too as well. I'm not going to show scouting not until maybe till the next month. We'll show more scouting because it takes a while to get some players scouted out and everything like that. So it'll be a while before we see some talk about scouts or talk about some prospects and stuff like that. But that's all coming up here in the next couple episodes from now. But like I said, Texas Rangers game will be the next episode. So stay tuned for that and more here. Hopefully you guys enjoying the Cubbies franchise here in Mission Recondition. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, go Cubs go. Let's see if we can get that dub. And anyway, that's it for me. Take care of yourself and each other, and I will see you all next time.